Welcome back, YouTube. This is Atlanta to Dallas Aviation with part 2 of unboxing number, I still didn't look it up, sorry. I'm pretty sure it's part 2 of unboxing number 39, but it might be 38. But it will be titled properly. I'm going with 39 because I'm pretty sure it's 39. Anyway. So, I hope you enjoyed the 747s that I got from NG in part 1 of the unboxing. And now we're going to go through the narrow bodies that I got as part of that package. And some of these we've been waiting for a while. I feel like the 747s, or at least one of those 747s, is what really was holding up my my complete package. But I believe there was some hold up on one of the narrow bodies also. So without any further ado, because we got 4 of these to go through, and I think I'm going to start the turntable moving here. Hopefully I can get it nice and slow. That's pretty slow. Alright. I think I got that on its slowest turn. Alright, but anyway, we do the boxes first anyway, so. And first up is the NG Models Airbus A318 with Frontier livery, in their livery of a whole different animal. So yes, this continues the animal theme that they started putting on the tails, but this was the previous billboard titles for Frontier. So Frontier's big billboard titles along the fuselage of their A320 family fleet, and their motto at the time was called "A Whole Different Animal," and this was, as I understand it, this is before they adopted the ULCC model. So anyway, here is the box. This aircraft registration is going to be November 807 Foxtrot Romeo. And our NG item number there is 48008. And then this is the box art. Nothing extremely fancy here. And then they did the tail and the CGI of the airplane on the back side. Well, they kind of did it on this side too, but the CGI is smaller and down here in the corner. But anyway. But that's not what we're here for, but it's a pretty cool box. Not as cool as those 747 boxes, though, I have to say. And nothing came with a stand. They did come with their little collector cards, of course. But anyway, so we're going to bring this puppy in, and my, oh my, is it beautiful. All right. Let's get in tight here, just because we can. Oh, come on, focus, you piece of junk. I don't know what it's focusing on, if it's not focusing on the... Oh, man, come on. Well, anyway, you're getting a good turning view here. Come on. I'm not exactly sure. Ever since I've gotten this mirrored top turntable, things don't seem to want to... Oh, okay. That looks like it's focused now. All right, excellent. All right, so our extra information on here. This aircraft was delivered to Frontier on the 26th of October in 2004 with the first flight of 18th of August 2004. And the reason I say that is because that airframe is now scrapped. So it doesn't have an age because it's dead. Anyway, so it was powered by two CFM 56-5B8/Ps. So there's a whole slew of different models of CFM 56s. And I don't know what the designation at the end of that one means exactly, but it's different than some of the other one. Well, it'll be different than the next model that I'm going to show you. And it was delivered with an all economy seating, and it had 114 seats on it. And the tail animal there is called Charlie the Cougar. I also didn't look to see if Charlie the Cougar is still in existence. I assume he is, but I know that there's like a Monica the Cougar. Anyway, they do have a Cougar current livery that is a female or mostly female name, so you can kind of guess where they were kind of going with that, with Cougar and a female name. I'll leave the rest to your imagination, but this one was Charlie the Cougar, and like I said, I'm not sure if Charlie is still on a plane or not, but obviously Frontier does not have A318s anymore and hasn't for a while, and this particular airframe got scrapped. Wow, that is really weird. My camera really does not enjoy trying to focus on this airplane. It seems to be focused on the port side, but then it loses its focus when it's on the starboard side. That is really weird. But anyway, we are low tech here, so there it is. It's focused that time. All right, so let me see if we can get this. Actually, you know, what I think I'll do is I'm going to scoot this aside, and then I'm going to put this right here. Because since I have such a hard time focusing in on these on the turntable, I should have a better time focusing on the black mat here. Alright, so our short and stubby friend here, which is looking great, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but it does have its nice little slanted forward looking nose gear here, which is pretty far away from the nose, and looks to be right under the L1 door, which is where the first letter of the big Frontier billboard titles start, and right above that is where it says a whole different animal. I'm not sure if you can see that. The sun is kind of glaring in here. There we go. Ooh, that's a good, so you can see it says a whole different animal there on top of the billboard letters. Got our nice cockpit window and an antenna here. Moving back, here's our CFM 56 engines. Fence tips, which I am not aware that any A318 has worn anything but fence tips. And then we have our well, we have an exit door, emergency exit door here over the wing, and then our Frontier continues back here to the L2 door, and we have our registration, American flag, and then I really have to point this out because I have Frontier from Gemini Jets, and I have Frontier from Aero Classics, and wow, is this a high definition or high resolution, whatever you want to call it. This has got to be the best replica tail in 400 scale that I have ever seen. I cannot believe how crystal clear this looks. When you get too close on the other ones, you can tell that the quality of this replication isn't all that good. And if you get really close on this, you can see how this was made and how it just looks like a bunch of multicolored dots. But this is amazing. Now, I think that's probably a good segue into having a tail compare. It's hard to compare tails when they're different animals and stuff, but I think when and if I do that compare, I think you will see the quality difference in the printing of the animal on the tail. It is just amazing. I even have some from old dragon wings. So I actually have a replica animal tail from now NG, Gemini Jets, Aero Classics, and dragon wings. So we'll have to take a look at that and see what we all think about that. Anyway, so that one I will put back here in the back. Scoot this back in and come on. All right, moving rapidly. That took way too long on that one. So moving rapidly to our next one. Our next one, as I hinted, is also a CFM 56 engine airplane, and it's this one. It is NG models Boeing 737-800 in Delta livery, onward and upward livery. And its registration is November 374 Delta Alpha. And if that sounds familiar, it's because it is. This registration has already been put out by NG models. However, the reason it's out again is evidently because this registration is the first Delta 737-800 to get split scimitars. So it's not their fault, since they were trying to put out the first one that got split scimitars. But then again, I'm kind of like, now I got two of the same registration, but at least they look different. So if I were to put them on a diorama and you weren't looking extremely close to the registration, you would think they were two different airplanes, because one is just wing-lidded and this one is split scimitars. So anyway, that's what you have. NG models, come on, focus. NG model item number is 58218. And we are going to go ahead and move along rapidly and bring Delta on in. All right. Don't think I can get too close. Okay. It looks like it's focusing in and out on me, but there we go. I think we've got a pretty good look here, so you can watch it turning on the turntable while I tell you some of the extra information that I have on it. So this aircraft was delivered to Delta on the 4th of November of 1998 and is approximately 25.4 years old, and it is active. And like I already said, it's the first Dash 800 with splits, which unfortunately also means it's the same registration number as the wing-litted version that NG put out. It is powered by two CFM 56-7B26s. Okay, now I don't know what those differences are. Sometimes the differences are how the reverse thrusts are configured, I guess. I guess that's part of it. I think on this one, the reverse thrust, the whole engine cowl pulls back, where on the other one, it's kind of clamshell like. So anyway, and the seating on this is 16 domestic first class and 144 economy. So evidently Delta does not have any premium economy on their Dash 800s. But they have a decent amount of domestic first class. They got 16 seats there, so if you want to be more comfortable, then you just have to upgrade to that, I guess. Anyway, so that is what we have for this one. Let's pull it aside here, and we will put it on the mat. Put it on the black mat here, get a closer look. Oops. Alright, actually, no, that doesn't work. Alright, so here we go. The classic 737 nose here. We have SkyTeam logo right there in front of the L1 door, but behind the cockpit window. Again, I don't know what this thing is just to the right of the L1 door. We have the widget logo with the Delta titles there just above the window line. You have our port side CFM 56 engine. Some over the exit, over the wing exits here. We got our splits here, and there's the inside version of the splits on that side. We have our American flag next to the registration, and we have our L2 door. And then our onward and upward widget on the blue background on the tail. Alright, so that does it for our Delta 737-800, first one with split scimitars. Sorry if you would have liked me to spend more time on it, but we need to move on rapidly. Next on the docket is the NG Models Boeing 737 MAX 8 in Lynx Air, which is at least a LCC, if not a ULCC of Canada. And its registration number there is Charlie-Golf Uniform Lima. Again, Lynx Air, our item number for NG Models there is 88027. And this is basically what the box art looks like. And I got just the normal one. So they did put out one that had little cougar or lynx prints on the starboard side. But I did not get that one. I just got the normal one. Yeah, I just got the normal one. Wow, I am quickly running out of time here, so I'm gonna have to go through hit this really quick. Lynx Air delivered to Lynx Air on the 27th of July of 2022. It's approximately 4.2 years old, based on first flight. After it did and it was delivered to Lynx Air after doing a stint with Norwegian, and it is currently active. It is powered by two CFMI LEAP-1B25s. And its seating configuration is all economy of 189 seats. Alright, so I hope that wasn't out of focus that whole time. It was spinning. I'll get a really fast close-up of this because I really want to have some time to cover our last model. Whoa, too close, bro. There we go. Alright. So again, great nose cone there. The writing below, that starts just below the cockpit windows here, I believe says Boeing 737-8. I may be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Lynx Air, big Lynx, small Air, written underneath the window line, right after the L1 door. Moving back, we have our two overwing exits, and here's our LEAP 1B engine on the port side, and then the split wingtips that are on all the Maxes. They've got it colored red on the top and blue on the bottom, and you can't see the blue one on that side, but it's red on the inside there. We have our Canadian flag and then our registration here, and then we just got the blue red that goes up the tail, and then the rear blue stripe that also sort of goes up the tail there. L2 door, and the distinguishing CPU, which is more pointed than the ones on the next generation version of the 737. All right. So I'm really sorry if you wanted me to spend more time on that one, but I wanted to make sure I got to spend more time on the next one because it's kind of interesting and special. Oh, and why did this shut off? Well, okay. Well, that's interesting. Why didn't my turntable shut off? Well, that's not cool. My computer should still be juiced. Sure isn't acting like it's juiced. Okay, there it is. I don't know why it was off. Anyway, well that... Oh, you got to see that real quick. Anyway, we'll still bring that in. Boom. Right in the middle. Actually, not right in the middle. Right in the middle. Alright. So our last one for today, and to finish this combined unboxing, we have NG models Boeing 737 MAX 7. The first, well, is it the first MAX 7, or did they put out a, you know what? Oh, I can't remember if they put out a house colors MAX 7 or not first. Well, it's definitely can be said this is the first MAX 7 that is in an airline livery. So we'll at least go with that. So Boeing 737 MAX 7 in the Southwest Heart livery, and its registration, and this is a real registration, November 7203 uniform. This airplane is just waiting for certification. It's It's sitting at Boeing waiting to be delivered after it actually gets certified, and whatever additional work needs to be done on it specifically to get it certified. Our NG model's item number there is 87001. So real fast, this is what the box looks like. Yep, in the back side there with all the legal. And now we can bring in our first Max 7, at least our first Max 7 that's in an airline livery. Again, I don't remember if they did a house colors on this, so please forgive me if they did. But as far as I know, this is the first Max 7 that has been put out. And now I'm going to get in a fight with this turntable over. Here we go. All right, let's get up close on here. That's probably about as close as I can get on the turntable without it freaking out on me. Here we go. Let's see how that does. All right, let's see if it focuses while I'm reading the extra information here. Doesn't look like it's wanting to though, is it? There we go. That did a little better. Man, all right. Anyway, so not yet delivered, like I said, it's awaiting certification. But this airframe is actually, based on first flight, this airframe is already slightly more than 4 years old. Again, like most, I can't remember if this only has a single engine option or not, but it also is powered by 2 CFMI LEAP-1Bs, and it's rumored that it'll be all economy and hold 150 passengers. So basically 150 passengers is the most you can put on the airplane and still only have 3 flight attendants. So this one will be as many seats as it can hold without adding a flight attendant. All right, so it did finally focus a little bit for you guys, and we'll do a really quick up close of the port side here. And once again, I would love to read any comments that you have on any of these models. So leave a comment, share if you will. If you enjoy, leave a like. And if you like multiple videos, please subscribe. Ooh, wow, I've really got to move through here fast. All right, so here's our L1 door, our little heart that's on the side here, just to the right of it. Here's our Southwest billboard titles here. Here's our LEAP-1B. And the split winglet there. We do have one exit door here because we have 100 or is it 2? I'm sorry, I think there's 2 here because we have 150 rather than just 1. And then here's the L2 door, registration, and American flag. So that'll do it. Until next